So then to summarize all these identities, everything that we've done so far, let's just go through it. First of all, reciprocal is 1 over one of the functions. So if I've got the sine of theta, that's the same thing as 1 over the cosecant of theta. And then the cosecant of theta is then tied to 1 over the sine of theta. So there's the first set of reciprocal identities. The second set of reciprocal identities involved cosine and secant. So the cosine of theta is 1 over the secant of theta, which means the secant of theta is 1 over the cosine of theta. And then reciprocals in terms of tangent, the tangent of theta is 1 over the cotangent of theta. And the cotangent of theta is equal to 1 over the tangent of theta. So there's your 6 reciprocal identities. The second grouping of identities we have are the quotient identities, and there's only 2 of these. The tangent of theta is equal to the sine of theta over the cosine of theta, which goes back to our definition of y divided by x. And then the cotangent of theta is the cosine of theta divided by the sine of theta. The last grouping then is the Pythagorean groupings, and that's where we started out with the cosine squared of theta plus sine squared of theta is equal to 1. X squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. And then we either looked at our relationships from the unit circle, or we divided through by cosines and sines and got the other 2 Pythagorean identities. 1 plus tangent squared of theta is equal to the secant squared of theta. And then 1 plus the cotangent squared of theta is equal to the cosecant squared of theta.